Okay, remember they're changing my voice. There are many, many, many scriptures in the Bible that prove that it's actually a Royal African Falcon Martial Art Order book. Okay, Genesis 10 is one of them, where it flat out tells you that before Abraham, that Nimrod, who was the offspring of the most black African people in the Bible, okay, Ham and Cush, was the first mighty warrior, the first heroic warrior, the first mighty hunter and mighty warrior before the Lord. So God went to the Africans with the warrior order, and then in Judges 3, he teaches the Israelites warfare. Okay, and the purpose of that, ladies and gentlemen, is to make them have a warrior spirit. That's the moral of the story. Psalm 89 makes it clear that God anointed a warrior. He chose David because he manned up as a warrior and did God's work. Right? He had the certain characteristics that God was looking for, and that's who he chose. Okay, like you would choose the cleanest and most purest water to drink if you had a choice over some dirty water or something. So he chose the pure warrior person is the idea there. Okay, the purest that was available, mind you, because David wasn't perfect and so on and so forth. Now, in 2 Samuel 23, this chapter is vital in understanding my interpretation of the Bible, in understanding the truth about the Bible. 2 Samuel 23. Write it down right now. It's very important that you understand this. If you understand 2 Samuel 23, you'll understand more about the essence of the Bible than the vast majority of people who read the Bible, Christian, Muslim, historians, researchers, you name it. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? 1. These are the last words of David, the inspired utterance of David, son of Jesse, the utterance of the man exalted by the Most High, the man anointed by the God of Jacob, the hero of Israel's song. So how is David described here? It says he's exalted by God, he's anointed by God, and he's the hero, right? Another translation of this that's accurate and fair is the champion, right? The champion, the hero, the anointed, the great warrior, the mighty warrior of Israel's songs. Now, this gets deep, as we're going to explore shortly, that he has a bunch of warriors, 30 warrior men, 3 mighty warriors, and other warriors that are elevated as well. So David isn't just the warrior king who defeated Goliath, the Jebusites, and the Philistines, and on and on and on. Okay, but he had a bunch of mighty warrior men that were so important to this story that they're included in the story, time and time again, especially in 2 Samuel 23, a very core and vital scripture. Vital chapter. The Spirit of the Lord spoke through me. His word was on my tongue. The God of Israel spoke, the Rock of Israel said to me, when one rules over people in righteousness, when he rules in the fear of God, he is like the light of morning at sunrise on a cloudless morning, like the brightness after rain that brings grass from the earth. If my house were not right with God, surely he would not have made with me an everlasting covenant, arranged and secured in every part. Surely he would not bring to fruition my salvation and grant my every desire. But evil men are all to be cast aside like thorns, which are not gathered with the hand. Whoever touches thorns uses a tool of iron, of the shaft of a spear. Okay, so now notice that it says when a ruler rules over people in righteousness, in the fear of the Lord, in righteousness. Those who fear the Lord walk uprightly is what it says in Proverbs. So if you truly fear the Lord, you're righteous. If you don't fear the Lord, you're going to hell. So you're righteous out of love for the Lord and out of fear of the Lord, out of the fear of the Lord. It also says that wicked people are compared to thorns, and thorns are brought up throughout the Bible in various places, okay? And to understand what they're getting at, you need these other scriptures like this one. This is part of how you understand that the miracles are figurative, because it's these connections that are needed to understand what they're talking about at times when they say that Israel exalted or excuse me, God exalted Israel's horn at a certain time. What is a horn? It's a symbol of strength. Why? Because it connects to other parts in the Bible. What are thorns? It refers to the spirit, the souls. It refers to the spirit of wicked man, the souls of wicked man. It refers to evil men. Okay? When Christ says in the Bible that one doesn't pick figs or grapes from thistles or thorns, paraphrasing. That's what he's referring to. So no bad tree can bear good fruit. No wicked family is going to be chosen by God to bear good fruit. A good tree bears good fruit and a bad tree bears bad fruit. Now what do they need to do? They need to redeem themselves to be made good. So some of you might say, well, what about Saul? Okay, the idea in the story, and we don't know if Jesus wanted us to, the idea and the character in the Bible, okay, because obviously it's the idea superimposed on me, okay, if this character in the story wanted us to believe that Paul was correct or he was raised up as an adversary, they made a false book, they helped contribute to a false book to mislead people. So Isaiah 28:17 says, make righteousness and justice the measuring line and plume line. Show me, and no one ever has been able to do it because they can't do it. Show me where in the Bible where Jesus says you must believe the Bible. Jesus did say in the Bible, as a character in the Bible, he said, why don't you judge for yourselves what is right? He did not say to believe the Bible and take it as the end.